we have lost 67 lives in last 9 months.
Right. 2.67 e-challans were generated in 2027, and the police is yet to recover 17.53 crore. Most common repetitive offense that is reported on the website.
One is this incorrect number plate, the
Okay.
fancy number plate. He can travel in the opposite direction as well as on the footpath.
Okay.
So can I report both and one? I just don't understand why do you need even a political party to take care of your sewage water problem. See, the Pune police job is to just sit on the roadside and relax. Okay, you cross the red light. No, I can't. Because when you are clicking picture, you click picture after selecting the offense.
What is your opinion about the Agniveer scheme? Like, do you think it's the right direction? What do you think? What do you make of it?
We'll get to know now.
Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new podcast called Bindas Bol. I am your host Gaurav Kadam. In this particular podcast, we'll be interviewing people from all walks of life, politicians, entrepreneurs, lawyers, technicians and everybody. Today, we have Mr. Ravi Kumar with us. Mr. Ravi Kumar is a very active professional. He is a very active Punekar first of all. He does a lot of work on, he's an RTI activist we can call now. He is very active on social media, as I said. If you all don't know, his Twitter handle is, can you tell me your Twitter handle?
Yeah, it's Defense Brat.
It's Defense Brat. So just yesterday, I saw one tweet that you did. It was about an RTI post that you filed. So can you tell me a bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So I actually saw a news that Pune again being rewarded for something that at least we don't see as a Punekars outside, and it is that they are the first municipal corporation and smart city in a way who could utilize their entire budget, whereas we as a Punekar, we don't see where is the smartness added in last 4 or 5 years. So just out of curiosity, I filed an RTI that if they can give the explanation of which all those 55 projects are and where they have made investment of almost 3,333 crores.
Right. So as I said, he's very active on social media and he keeps on posting a lot of stuff. So one of them is that he has his own website which is called as Vahan Score. So on Vahan Score, you as a citizen, you can upload pictures of vehicles, not following traffic rules, violating traffic rules basically. So can you tell me a bit about Vahan Score first, so then we can move on to Pune's traffic, which is the biggest issue.
Yeah, sure. So the idea, if I can tell you in a nutshell, is to publicly post all the offender and violators who are not following traffic rules. But it came when, so I run a cycle manufacturing company. We are into electric cycle manufacturing, and I personally wanted to test my cycles. However, I really felt endangering my own life while riding cycle on Pune roads.
Okay.
So, and after the incidences that usually took place, especially on the Nagar road, I'm not sure whether many of us know, but we have lost 67 lives in last 9 months.
Right.
And most of the time, dumpers, heavy vehicles were involved. So knowing all this, it becomes very difficult for family also. They don't allow you to go on a cycle. And that really made me feel that, Pune was once a cycle capital of the country. And now you fear to take your cycle out on the road. So there has to be something that has to be done, and the only way to do it by actively reporting traffic violation. Right. So we start doing it on Twitter and all, but somehow the response from the traffic department was not too proactive. And that's when some of us, I would say I'm not the only one, there are few of us from Pune, we joined hand if we can launch an initiative where we start ranking all the vehicles based on how many violations they have done.
Right.
So now I think we receive almost 40-50 complaints every day on our website, and publicly we are making them famous, all these offenders. That's the agenda of this website.
Right. So in Pune, if you regularly see, most offenders are people not wearing helmets, the wrong side driving or triple seat riding. These are not wearing seat belts. Sometimes they don't even have number plates. So these are the offenses that we see regularly. But there are cases where they, traffic police leave them without any warning or without any fine, because corruption is involved, you can see most of the times. And sometimes, they break the laws and they're not caught on, and sometimes what happens is, even if e-challans are generated, they are not paying. So one RTI activist, like we all know, Nachiketi, filed an RTI last year, and out of that, 2.67 e-challans were generated in 2027, and the police is yet to recover 17.53 crore rupees. So we can see how much, there's a inefficiency from the police department as well. What do you can say on that?
So this fine is actually a drop in the ocean. Looking at Pune, in fact, we have this famous joke in our traffic group that we have formed, that if Maharashtra government wants to fund entire Ladli Behan Yojana, they should just look at the traffic violation in Pune and it will be funded entirely. So if you look at Pune historically, we were never like this. I mean, I have been in Pune from last 20 years now. I have joined one of the army engineering colleges to do my engineering here. Pune had narrow roads then, still better traffic. Now Pune has wider road, still we don't have, we have a lot of traffic congestion. In fact, we are 4th in the world. I mean, that's not a matter to take pride in.
Right.
So we are 4th in traffic congestion, and it's not primarily, if you look at, because of we have narrow roads. Like Bangalore and Calcutta are also among the top 5 in the world, but unfortunately they had still a problem of narrow roads, unlike Pune. Most of our problem is generally because of traffic offenders, people coming from opposite side, and largely what I see reason as is, in fact, Pune is a perfect example of what we call in management broken window theory.
Okay.
So it starts with, so this was a study done in US. One of the psychologists, he saw that wherever there is a broken window in one of the lanes, the chances of crime increases, considering an area which is more clean, no broken window and kind of thing. So when one offense takes place and it's not taken care, then what happens? Another one will take care, then another will take, and it keeps on increasing. In fact, one of the reason why personally I feel Pune has recently saw many other criminal activity as well is because we are not able to first control a crime that can be controlled easily, which is traffic violation. So it is a perfect example of broken window. One thing is happening and you are allowing that, and of course then other things will keep adding on top of it.
Like we mentioned about your website, Vahan Score. What is the most common repetitive offense that is reported on the website?
One is this incorrect number plate, the fancy number plate. Yeah. So in fact, very interesting example I will take. Yesterday I was standing with one of the traffic police havaldar on Viman Nagar.
Okay.
And he was warning them by whistling, okay, don't come from the opposite direction, and most of them were returning back. But one guy, he he started requesting, no, please let me know, let me go. And finally he rode away in the speed, and the guy could not do anything because there was no number plate.
No.
So this is a very serious problem, having no number plate or the fancy number plate, because you can't even catch those guys even if they do any offense. Second, the biggest thing is opposite direction. I mean, that's a big menace in Pune, I would say. Because of that, the large number of traffic jams are happening. So these are the two large, if you ask me. Rest, parking at no parking zone, heavy vehicles.
Riding on the footpath.
Riding on the footpath is very, in fact, where is the footpath? That's my first question. But wherever there is a footpath, I think it belongs to bikers more than pedestrians.
But there's one, what you can say, counter narrative that these offenders have, is that there's so much traffic, like we have to reach home on time or we have to reach office on time. How do we reach on time if we follow the rules that are there?
Okay, so it's like everybody is in hurry but nobody reaches on time, right? So they don't realize that by creating that, they are actually making it worse for them as well. Waiting for 50-60 seconds, just 50-60 seconds actually helps you reach faster. But they have this notion, okay, let's travel perpendicular, go on the other side of the road. That's not how it works. Look at any other country. I mean, there is a reason why we are 4th ranked, right? We are 4th ranked because we are not able to control our traffic, and it's not because of the road width. Look at this Nagar road. I mean, it's almost 8 lane today, if you'll ask me, after the BRT has gone.
Right.
8 lane road is perfect because if you look at the statistics, almost 2000 vehicle can travel in an hour if on a one lane. So it means that almost 8000 vehicle can travel in one direction. or 16,000 let's say can travel. So if you are following a traffic route, 16,000 vehicle at any point can travel in that particular minute. However, as soon as you start violating it, this number drastically reduced to 50%. So what is happening at one point of time when the 16,000 vehicle can cross, actually only 8,000 able to cross it. And it is all because somebody is coming from right to left and going left to right. When you know there is a U-turn 500 meter away, you start changing your lane. Nahin, I will change my lane when the U-turn will come.
Right.
So these are the small things that is creating traffic. Up now, I'm not sure how we are going to tackle this, but this is unfortunate reality of Pune.
I call you guys, I wrote an article I think 6 months ago, that I called you guys vigilant Punekars. You, Nachiket, Deshpande, then there was Ninad Pai, there was Raj Subramanyam. So all those vigilant Punekars I called you all. You take pictures and you post yourselves. Have you ever encountered difficulties while clicking pictures? Like has anybody come and warned you, why are you clicking my pictures and what is this?
Not me at least. So I try to click it in a way that it looks like I'm having a video call with somebody. But I'm sure if we ever get caught, I mean, knowing the behavior on the road and the kind of guys who are traveling and doing this, we may face. I mean, I think Nachiket has faced one challenge on Twitter that somebody kind of warned him that mil mujhe road pe and I will take care of you. And I'm glad now he moved out of Pune. But not in person, but definitely on Twitter, Nachiket has received.
Right. Like you see all these traffic violators and everything. Do you think what is the reason? Do you think we can inculcate some sense of traffic sense in them and they could change? What do you think? What can happen?
Yeah, we can definitely. In fact, not as we as a public can do, but definitely there is a reason why traffic police is made, right? In physics, if I explain you, a AK-47 bullet weighs somewhere closer to 7.9 grams, traveling at a speed of 750 meter per second, has the same impact on somebody with a, let's say take an example of a vehicle traveling at just 20 kilometer per hour. It's just that it pierces through one single point and it just goes through your body. Both having the same impact on your body, right? Both kills you at the end if they somehow pass through you. So when we have so much of robust system around issuing a gun license, because we know that it can kill somebody, why we are not having a very robust system around issuing driving license? I can bet you if you do any maybe under the cover kind of operation, you'll find that RTI is issuing license left and right.
Absolutely.
Right. We have seen it. When I went there, I've seen it. I mean, the guy next to you who is, let's say, from the motor driving skill, he most of the time controls and you just take care of the steering. And of course, in 1 month, he teaches you how to maneuver the steering, and rest part he can take care of it, which is the most complicated, like how you control the clutch, accelerator and brake, right? So we have to start from there firstly. We cannot rampantly issue licenses. Once we do that, definitely then the next role of traffic police is to start issuing challans. We cannot wait for conducting a lok adalat and people will go there and get to pay 50 rupees instead of 5,000 rupees. That's not how it works. Unless you find somebody to an extent that he feels the pinch of it, I don't think we are going to see, at least in our lifetime, an improved traffic here.
How do you think the traffic police responds to things? Like, from your app, you send challans to the traffic police as well, right? And there's this new app which is launched, which is the Pune Traffic Police. Just last week, you showed me the app, and there were some, problems in that app, like something?
Yeah, there are many problems. I think they've just launched it because there is so much of public pressure coming on them. So they simply took it from the Mumbai Traffic Police, they copied app and they launched it in Pune. There are multiple actually problems in that. I mean, if I talk about as simple as that, a vehicle can do multiple offense at one instance. He can travel in the opposite direction as well as on the footpath. So can I report both and one? No, I can't. Because when you are clicking picture, you click picture after selecting the offense. It's not the other way around. You click the picture and then you keep selecting.
By the time that vehicle will move away.
So that's another problem. So by the time you open and you search, okay, where is the violation, okay, and by then, of course, the vehicle is not waiting for you to click picture. So the vehicle moves away, and so these are the challenges. But the larger challenge, if you'll see, and which I find maybe there are some hands in gloves, they have activated all the tabs for fancy number plate, for wrong side driving, for footpath, but they have not yet activated the heavy vehicle.
Okay.
Is it because these kind of vehicles often belong to people with influence?
Mm-hmm.
And what it takes, I mean, you have copied the similar code in all the tabs, you just implement the same thing in that, but rather than that, you go and check yourself. In heavy vehicles, you can't report heavy vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way left is go on Twitter and report it.
And we have seen a lot of accidents take place because of heavy vehicles.
Yeah. 8 kids, they were all from Beed area.
Mm-hmm.
The family was sleeping in Vagoli on a footpath in the night. So somebody, maybe Salman Khan ki atma aayi hogi, and he ran over this family. I mean, they were toddlers as less than 3 months of age. Now think of somebody of 3 months dying just because of somebody driving dumper on footpath.
Not just Vagoli is still in the outskirts of the city, but in the areas like Katras and Gangadham Chowk, you have seen accidents happen. Even when the road, it's no vehicles or no for heavy vehicles during the daytime. Still, we have seen so dangerous accidents having place. Even on Navle Bridge and those sides as well.
Navle Bridge is also very dangerous.
It's very dangerous.
And most of the time, also you will find that all these dumper, they have kind of using the technique of hiding their number, using this dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Or the anything which like chalk or something.
Mm-hmm. So they don't get caught.
They don't get caught.
There's one more. I don't know whether it's an offense or what, but we have seen a lot of vehicles having stickers of Amdar or MP, MLA or MP written on that. Right? Is this? It's seen regularly, even if that vehicle belongs not to the MLA but some party worker or some of his friend or whatever. We have seen this throughout the city, and then they don't get punished because he or she belongs to a from the MLA side or the MP, or even neighbors, I don't know what they are.
So that's the reason why they put the stickers, right? Mm-hmm. Technically, stickers are because if they put that sticker, they get easy access to Mantralaya. Because let's say if I put a sticker of High Court Mumbai, I get a parking in the campus, Mumbai High Court campus itself, right? So that's the rationale behind having this sticker. But unfortunately, again, these stickers are taken very seriously by traffic police. You have stayed in Delhi, Delhi mein everybody says, you janta hai na mera baap kaun. Still, Delhi police finds them. If they see that, okay, he has done some traffic, aap pay karo na, janta hai your baap, it means you are rich. You pay and you go. Traffic violation is a civil thing, right? You should pay and you can get rid of your offense. Why you are enforcing that, okay, you are Amdar, Kasdar and all that? Rather, the larger responsibility lies on them because they are the public representative. Mm-hmm. They need to behave and they need to maybe ask their people to behave so that they are always seen as a respectful people, not otherwise.
Right.
Most of the time camping happens, you will see the vehicles covered with black tainted glass and all. I never vote such party.
Okay.
And I know many people like me who never vote a party where in camping they see half of the vehicles are violating because of the fancy number plate, because of the dark windows.
Is any party not doing that?
Unfortunately, answer is no.
Right.
Every party.
Across party lines, you will see people, having fancy number plates, having tinted glasses.
So look at the number of nota. The reason why it's growing is because of this. Because many people, they have lost the trust on our politician, our legislation.
So people like you, entrepreneurs or somebody in IT field, how do you think they would, like PMC elections are approaching, how do you think they will cast their vote? Because politicians are of the same parties. Now earlier there were like 4 or 5 parties, now we have splintered groups, we have 6, 7 parties now. How do you think IT professionals, especially like you, how do you think they'll vote? Like the PMC elections, maybe it will be held after Diwali.
So here I have a thesis.
Okay.
PMC election is all about the public welfare directly. Mm-hmm. It talks about your water, your electricity, your sewage, your road condition in the locality, and overall your DP plans and all those things. I just don't understand why do you need even a political party to take care of your sewage water problem. Rather, I would say you never vote a party or a candidate who has a business of dumper,
Okay.
has a business of water tanker, has a business of RMC or any construction of like road construction. Because once you do that, of course he is never going to lay down the water pipeline because he has water tanker running. And tell me, somebody who is running an RMC plant or somebody who is running a water tanker, why you want to become a corporator who gets 20,000 as salary? That's the salary by the way of a corporator.
Yeah.
So there is definitely a gap. Why somebody wants to become a corporator? What somebody needs to now, we need a solution for this. Fortunately, in Pune we have, let's say, 6-7 ITPs like integrated township, Amanora, Magarpatta. We have Nanded city, Life Republic, right? So, and these all have like 5,000 plus votes. If you look at it. Technically, somebody from these cities should stand up independent, without any connection with any political party. Because why do you need a political? Unfortunately, when you become a corporator from a political party, you will have an ambition to become mayor.
Right.
Then you will have an ambition to become MLA and MP. So you will always suck in public's money and start giving it to your top bosses. So instead of that, let's cut it there. Rather, let's all of us start choosing people, somebody who is protecting that one hill in Law Road area, somebody who is protecting the riverfront. The head of that NGO should stand up, and each Punekar should come up and just vote for those guys. They will do justice to Pune. And in corporation election, you don't need a party, because see, in state election it makes sense because you need a lot of industries to come to this stage. So they need to make policy which are industry friendly. They need to make education policy. Corporator को क्या करना है? You make this lane better. You put the street lights. Why do you need a political party which is controlling the state to do this kind of stuff? This is all a way to suck in money from Punekars and give it to the top bosses. So it has to stop. And the only way it can stop, if in this upcoming election at least 7-8 seats we get, and I think that is only possible when these 7-8 integrated township policy decides. For example, Amanora and Magarpatta both says ki one candidate from here, one from here, and 2 other large societies pick 2 other candidates. All these 4 cities meet and say ki main tumko vote dunga, you vote my candidate. You just need 7,000-8,000 votes to win.
Do you think it is that easy?
It's easy.
Is there cohesion among these voters? Because if I'll tell you, like in Amanora, as you talk about, there might be a certain percentage of people who are from outside, like they are from other states, they are migrants, they are working here, come here to work, and there will be certain section of people who are natives of that particular place, of Maharashtra or Pune particularly. So won't there be a splinter among votes?
No. Tell me a single. I work with everyday people from Maharashtra. I think we have here almost 80% Maharashtrian working with us. Now, no Maharashtrian wants a bad road when he steps out of it. Which Maharashtrian wants a bad road?
No.
Right? Which Maharashtrian doesn't want a street light? So when it comes to development, even though they will show on their face, okay, I like this party more, but they will go and vote independently. And there, by the way, anyways, in a ward there are 4 candidates which are going to be represented. It's okay, let one political party win, 2 political, the rest 2 at least should be independent. This is the best time, in fact, I say, because from each ward there are 4 candidates. So it means somebody getting 10,000, then 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, all will win. So let at least the 2 candidates from the independent. It's not like one candidate representing the Pune in Lok Sabha election. Right. 4 or 5 representing the Pune in Amdar, the legislative election, right? So this is doable, I feel. There are 160 candidates. I'm pretty sure 6-7 can easily be independent candidates.
Do you think there are candidates who are going to contest elections?
We need to convince them. So for example, I am convincing somebody who has currently converted one of the hills which might have gone to builders into entire jungle, and now that hill is handed over to Maharashtra Van Vibhag. But that guy, I mean, now look at that guy, without any intention, he just had so much of emotion with that land. And by the way, he's a Maharashtrian but not from Pune. So he converted that entire hill into a jungle now. Now that kind of people, when they will come, do you think we will see this sewage, this problem and all those things? In fact, police will also get relief because they know, okay, now I can catch this corporator, ex-corporator, dumper and all, because the corporator is somebody else.
These are people who really want to do work for the society.
They are already doing it without any money. If you give them 20,000, that will be an incentive to them, not a pocket money for them, because for others it's a pocket money.
Right. Because the corporators.
So this is a large idea. I know
Yeah.
this looks very what we call big, hairy, audacious goal, but this is doable only in corporation election, because here you choose 4 candidates from a ward.
Right.
At least one candidate can be independent, somebody who is without any, with a full intention of working toward the
working
welfare.
for the society.
Yes.
Like
Maybe
you
you can try.
after some years, maybe not now. You have stayed in Delhi. You're from Delhi. You have stayed in Bangalore, and now you're in Pune. Like, what difference do you find in Pune and the rest of the cities that you've traveled or you've lived in?
So Pune, so I come from defense background. So Pune has a lot of defense connection. In fact, in defense, we often call Pune and Mohali,
Okay.
or Chandigarh rather, as 2 places where most of the defense guys settle after retirement, regardless of which state they belong to. Because generally an army person after retirement, they don't look for state. They rather look for what are the military amenities available. So in Pune we have, let's say, RSI, we have military hospital. So that's why most of the Punekar try to settle here. But now talking about Pune, definitely Pune is a beautiful city. I mean, tell me one single city in India where within 2.5 hours of drive you have sea, you have mountains, you have lakes, you have Valley of Flowers, you have forts,
Right.
and not 1-2 forts, 100 of forts,
Yeah.
right? You have temples like Shiv, then Ganesh, big temples. You have almost everything. You just speak about a natural beauty, and you'll find within 2.5 hours. Tell me another city which has it. No, there is no other city.
Yeah.
Right? So Pune definitely is a beautiful city. Unfortunately, ruined in last 10 years under different municipal commissioners, and then we did not have an election in last 4 years in the corporation. But I personally find this city good. In fact, the city, if I compare it with, let's say, Calcutta and Bangalore, our normal lanes are their regular roads.
Yeah.
Right, and our normal road, I mean, they have expressway. For example, Nagar is not even expressway, but the width is of expressway, right? So a good city. Delhi definitely has better traffic sense. Bangalore has
Bombay, do you think it has better traffic sense?
better than Pune.
Yeah.
But when I compare it with Delhi, Delhi definitely has much better traffic sense than, even you cross from 40 to 45, you get a challan on message. So that kind of ensured that Delhi always remained good in when it comes to traffic sense. Bangalore police is very active and they are doing a lot. Unfortunately, they are not blessed with the kind of roads that Pune has. Calcutta, an old city, it was a capital since till 1911. No chance that we can be able to grow the roads there. But still, their traffic police is good and people follow traffic rules
In Calcutta.
in Calcutta.
But I have also observed that, there's a sense like in Pune, if you have your car and you drive away, you drive your car, there'll be people who will try to take over. But in Bombay, I found that they follow lane discipline basically. It's not, which is, lacking in Pune. Do you
So
think?
lane discipline, Pune, I mean, they don't even know that it's one of the traffic, it comes under one of the traffic violation. I think we have larger problem to solve, which is coming from opposite direction.
Yeah.
Once those are solved, maybe then we can take care of lane discipline and all. But right now, I don't think if you ask a Punekar that whether cutting, in fact, a Punekar gets fined in Mumbai for cutting lane, and then they realize, okay, this was also an offense. I mean, that has happened actually. When I have seen my friend that, यार वो वहाँ पे just किया साइड में, पुलिस ने साइड कर लिया, बोला no, you cut the lane. बोला ये क्या होता है? What is that?
Right.
So this will be a new thing for them. But let's solve that problem maybe later. Right now, the biggest problem is opposite direction. We have a lot of bikers, and bike has tendency to maneuver anywhere. So they feel that कि footpath पे चढ़ा दो, opposite ले आओ, perpendicular चले जाओ. Do whatever we want to do because it's at the end a maneuvering thing. With car you can't do much.
Your app, or your website is, is a way in a right direction. But what do you think, as a Pune Municipal Corporation or the Commissioner of the Pune Municipal Corporation, as a mayor who will get elected, what do you think their major goal should be in solving this traffic menace?
First is giving enough power to traffic police.
Okay.
For example, if
So currently traffic police has the powers, but the wardens who are there, they don't have any power to issue challans or anything.
Yeah, so that's fine. So what we can do definitely, these are very tactical things but can be done very efficiently. Already Government of India, let's say Income Tax Department, now if you file this year income tax, you'll realize that if you do any incorrect, you take incorrect exemption, you get a notice immediately.
Okay.
Because through your PAN, now they can track you for all the transactions that you have done. Now, can we not do similarly with the vehicle number? A vehicle number should be linked to mobile phone, and that mobile phone, there are multiple Maharashtra government machineries, like we have Mahadiscom. Why don't we link with Mahadiscom that every month all the challans goes with the electricity bill? So if you don't pay the entire bill, your electricity goes off anyway.
Okay.
Or else you have time of 1 month, you go in the court and defend, it was not me, it was somebody else. Let them take care of that after that. But at least you start linking few things. You can link it with private companies saying ki acha iska Airtel number, you charge it with the Airtel and give it. For example, in iOS, you just don't go on each app and pay. You pay via the Apple account. One single account, multiple apps can be paid simultaneously.
Right.
Same you can do with your mobile number. Okay, it's an Airtel number, you add in the Airtel postpaid bill and send it to them. You add into the Mahadiscom bill and send it to them. In the era of AI technology, I feel it would be really disastrous, at least for a city like Pune, which is an IT city, that Pune traffic police standing aaja challan katna. No, send the challan directly at home through some other means, and everybody will start following it.
Like in challan also, like you said, the traffic police comes and catches you outside. There's also, like, if one traffic police is catching one guy, the other three guys will run off. So that those 3 guys are not getting caught anyway. Only one, you're catching one out of 4.
So that's where you need to implement the AI and all. And I was reading the smart city, I was doing a lot of research on that. We have invested almost 140 crores on this, what they call ATMS, which is automatic traffic management system. And they have covered by the Waguli road also. I don't see any ATMS.
Right.
The idea of ATMS should be automatically sending challan. See, the Pune police job is to just sit on the roadside and relax. Okay, you cross the red light, you're getting challan in your next electricity. We don't need more policemen. We need more technology to solve this problem.
So as you said, the AI cameras they have introduced on FC road currently. Last I read, in 40 odd days there were 4,000 odd challans which were issued, which is, I think, a minuscule number compared to the offences that take place on that one particular stretch of the road.
Because somebody at the back issuing challan. So it has to be automated entirely. When you say just AI cameras, it's not AI camera. Let the AI camera even issue the challan, add it to their electricity bill or the phone bill. All the processes need to be automated, and let the person report if it's incorrect. Instead of you leave it to the somebody who is sitting in a control room and saying, he is not challan. Or maybe you might have seen the sticker. Okay, this is a sticker of somebody. Okay, let's not challan. No, that's not the way. The way should be, let the technology take care of things. Your people should be free to roam on the road and maybe relax. We don't need extra policemen. We just need technology.
Absolutely. Let's move on from traffic issues. Like you have been, as you said, you have been staying in Pune for about 20 years. You've worked in technology. What other issues do you think Pune faces? Coming, like, the elections is coming. What other issues do you think Pune faces?
There are many. If you just go by your property tax bill, you will see there are almost 9 to 12 items. Few are taxes that we can ignore, cess basically. So Pune PMC basically, they charge you the water bill. Okay. By the way, do you know they charge you an additional water bill?
As in?
So you just go through that property tax every year that you receive, right? What we call it, property tax only. Property tax. So there is a water bill that they charge you. Then there is an additional water bill that they charge you.
Okay.
We don't know what is for that. Maybe we can ask them. When you go, they charge you a conservation tax. Then they charge you a special conservation tax. So most of the time we just look at the property bill, okay, this much we have to pay, we pay it. Have we ever firstly asked them, okay, what are these line item or head about? Now, if we just try to solve each of this, Pune will not have any problem. Let's say water. Water is a big issue today in Pune. I mean, most of the parts are in Pune why you have given first permission to develop Wagholi if you don't have a pipeline still
Yeah.
reached there? You don't have a vehicle or sewage connection. I mean, there is a society in Wagholi, almost 10,000 people stay in that society, and there is no proper road. So how can you give a permission to such a large society to build a colony of 10,000 people without a proper road? So these are the normal generic issue, and that I spoke about just, right? And these issues can only be solved when somebody with no intention is coming as a corporator. So the only expectation is somebody with no intent to rise higher or satisfy their bosses. They should
So
come.
Wagholi, if you see, it came under the PMC. It was a village earlier, so it came under PMC in 2017.
3 years ago, 2020,
Yeah,
22.
right. So, so earlier it was a village.
Yes.
So, and it coming under the PMC, maybe that was one of the issues. Like, still they don't have, water connections. You have to bring water tankers. As you said, there's a tanker mafia running around in areas like Wagholi or even Khadakwasla and Nanded city and everywhere there. So, yeah, because maybe that is one of the reason why you're not getting water.
Look at the Kharadi.
Yeah, Kharadi as well.
Kharadi has so many aspects. Our politicians go outside to Europe and explore Europe and say, see, they have bullet trains, so we'll bring bullet train, which is fine.
Like BRTS, as you said, one of the that they brought it from outside.
Right.
It completely failed.
Yes, and there are many such things. I mean, now BRT is not the only one. In fact, they built this Pune metro and they forget to connect it to airport.
Right.
Which was so sensible thing, right? You are coming from Pune railway station, took a diversion all to Kalyani Nagar, but you did not took a diversion towards airport. So there are many such things. I mean, I just don't understand. Recently, I saw a very good thing from the Pune PMC commissioner that he has integrated road and the what you call the department, sewage department together. So they're not the sewage department, the one who constructed this all Nali and all.
Okay.
Right. So they can a pipeline department basically you can say, so that you never dig the road just to lay down pipelines. So both has to be done together, which is such a sensible move. But why it's not done in every aspect of the development? Now a city like, that you have yourself planned the DP, you know that the number of infusion that is going to come, because you know how many companies are opening GCC in Pune and all. So you know how many people are going to be settling around that area. Every information you know before. You just pass it to your good friends who goes and build the towers. But why don't you pass the same information to public department? Okay, now start building road before. You stayed in Noida. In Noida there is a proverb and saying that road comes first, building comes later.
Here it is always the afterthought.
Yeah, in most of Indian cities. Building comes first, then they think of, okay, now we should connect it by road. Okay, road bhi kar diya. Now we should give them some water also. So these people who visited, like our politician outside, one thing they forget that in outside bathroom ka pani khol ke you can drink by them. I go to US, I just drink a water which comes in the tap, any regular tap. Here can the expats who are living here, and you go to Kharadi, it's full of expats. You'll find Koreans, you'll find Germans, all the companies they have sent there. Can they drink water in Kharadi using the tap?
Absolutely.
So you are not giving the same facility which you are enjoying outside.
But you are taking that many taxes.
But exactly.
Right.
And what they will make an impression about India. I have a friend here, her husband is one of the CXO in company. She's from London, resident of UK only. Of course, she cannot complain like I do because she knows that she is living here. Nobody can do that kind of, complain about a place where they are staying. But subtly she mentioned, and she's waiting when she goes back to UK. So that's the pathetic situation is of Pune, whereas Pune has all potential to become world-class city. We have wide roads, we have good people, we have, cultural capital. Whenever I meet anybody from Pate area, those now settled in Kothurud and all, the kind of conversation is so intellectual. It's a different world altogether, right? Beautiful city, educational capital, armed forces capital, cycle capital. First marathon happened in Pune. By the way, badminton is not. It was called Pune game.
Pune game.
Once it went to UK, played in that castle of badminton, it got its name. So Pune has given so many things, but what is happening now?
Yeah, there are many issues. Like you mentioned, traffic, water. These are primary issues. Like even if areas like now these like Kharadi at least is better than what we are seeing in Hinjawadi basically.
Because of private builder.
Yeah.
They are doing a better job. You go to any of the integrated township like Amenora, you will feel like you are in a foreign country. Then it's better that you start creating more such township instead of small apartment societies.
Right.
At least they are doing a better job.
So Hinjawadi, if you see, the roads get completely waterlogged. Like when even if like a half an hour of rain, the roads get waterlogged. You can swim in those. Like
Yes.
the water.
It was in news recently.
Yeah.
All over.
So and obviously most of the IT companies are over there, right? There's this IT forum which met with the chief minister recently, and they promised that they'll have a separate kind of a person who will manage PMC, PCMC, PMRDA, who will be the person of appointee kind of. But there were many people who were demanding that that Hinjawadi should be incorporated into Pimpri-Chinchwad Municipal Corporation. But the village itself, the Hinjawadi Sarpanch, when we spoke to him, he said we don't want it to merge because the taxes will rise thrice. Like whatever they are paying now, if they merge into PCMC, the taxes will go 3 times. So that's one of the reasons why they don't want it to merge into PCMC.
Everybody has its own
Yeah.
reason and maybe own ambitions why they don't want things to happen. But nobody is talking about we should now progress. Right? So if Wagholi is developed today, of course there are many who became millionaire and billionaire out of it as well.
Right.
The right way is not to keep that money, but rather again put it back so that you keep developing your own state and place. The reason why New York, London, we keep talking about they are so good city and we all would love to settle there is because it's culturally mixed and people there look for development than these petty issues. They don't see such kind of issue where water is not coming, sewage problem, and if it comes they publicly speak about it without any fear, because when I and let's say Nachiket or anybody tweets, there are 5-6 people you will see they mostly say and tweet that do you know about Vyapam scam, do you know what will happen next to you. I mean this kind of world we are living in, right?
Absolutely.
I mean everybody is living under fear or something after paying taxes by the way.
Let's move to, like you said, you have an army background, and Pune has a lot of it's an army base. It has NDA,
CME, AIT,
yeah, CME,
yeah,
many things. So today is also the Kargil Divas. Do you have any Kargil stories to tell?
I don't have. My dad was a 71 war veteran. I have many 71 war stories. He fought from the Bangladesh side. So there were 2 sides during that time. And there was the East Front, which was Bangladesh front, and there was a West. So those who fought from the Bangladesh front, they got the Purvi Star as a medal, and those who fought from the western side, they got the Paschimi Star. So I know some of these stories, how they used to hide in the bunkers and all, whenever any air attack used to happen. But about Kargil story, I know few of them, but I may not be the right person because all the people who know about Kargil are still alive. I think it's always better to hear firsthand. So. But yeah, I have many friends. In case, I would love to connect you.
Absolutely. There's one, like you know people who are in the army. You might have spoken to many of them. What is your opinion about the Agniveer scheme? Like, do you think it's the right direction? What do you think? What do you make of it?
We'll get to know now, because the only concern with that scheme is it really worked well with countries like Singapore and others where the job seekers are less.
The population.
In India, if you look at the top 5 states that contributes to armed forces, Maharashtra is one of them. And in Maharashtra also this NH4 belt that starts from Pune till Sangli, Kolhapur, Satara, Sangli, Karad, they give maximum number of people in the armed force. And if you go and speak to them, there is a village in Satara where almost every home has one person from armed forces. So if you go and speak to them, they never want a part-time armed forces job. these youth, they are all looking for a permanent armed forces job. So from their perspective, definitely it's not a justified move. Of course, from the move, considering the financial impact, government may claim it's a very well move. But however, we will get to know, because we cannot look at budgets when it's about national security. And second thing is, we are going to say no to almost 75% people. What they will do? So, if you'll ask me, in my opinion, what they should have done, they should have stopped all the direct entry into paramilitary forces, like the CISF, CRPF, BSF. Only Agniveer scheme exists. 25% remains in army. The rest 75 moves through back to paramilitary forces. Direct entry, no exam, nothing. You take one entry at the beginning, which is Agniveer. 25% remains in the armed forces. The rest 75% moves to the paramilitary. This is the right way. Now, when you leave those 75%, what they will do? They are just 10th or 12th.
Right.
They don't have a graduation, and I don't think there is any other job available. They don't have a pension. So we'll get to know what happens from this year.
Right. You also work with the army people, like you provide them various facilities, like there may be airplanes and all those facilities that you provide with them, provide to them. How has been your experience, working with the army people? Like some perspective of yours has changed or anything?
Amazing experience, and actually I could solve one of the problems because I was part of that community. So we started this because most of the army people were traveling next to toilets or in general compartment.
Okay.
Whereas the same number of at the same time, many seats in the airlines were going vacant. So we thought, if airlines can reduce their fares and give it to the people who are going in general compartment from armed forces, then it solves both the problem. It gives some customers to the airline as well. At the same time, they are getting a comfortable way to fly back their home, at least to the nearest airport. Somebody from Satara may choose Pune, for example.
Right.
And it eventually happened, and we could solve the problem. So far, we have flew, you can say 35 lakh soldiers year on year. And every year, almost 1.5 million soldiers fly through us. So this is a problem that we solved. But after solving this problem, I keep trying to see what other problems they face. Recently, after COVID, military compartment, for example, this is a compartment usually they put, for example, in Jhelum train that starts from Pune, goes to Jammu. They have this military compartment, two military compartments, one starts from Pune, another from Ahmednagar.
Okay.
They discontinued after COVID, and it was really causing a lot of problem. So again, I started a campaign, writing representation to different ministries, and finally it got reinstated. Now there are few more things that I am trying to help them with. So I keep on representing. So my, you can say, the voice that I raise is not only against the public infrastructure, but also around the welfare of our soldiers.
So, right. I also know that recently during the Pahalgam attack, you also helped a lot of civilians come back to their homes.
Yes, one or two families from Maharashtra. So the thing is, we have a lot of presence in Kashmir. We have hired almost 20 armed forces retired people in Kashmir, and those are like our field soldiers. So if we ever get a chance to help anybody, we simply ask them, beside their job, because their job is technically to represent my company there. But if any civilian face any problem where they are clueless what to do next, so they become, so I remember that they took one of the families to their home, then they safely dropped them at the airport. So yeah, so we keep doing this. We have done it in the past also.
In the northeast, as you mentioned.
In the northeast, in the Kashmir also, one of our ex-employee also got stuck.
Okay.
And we kind of pulled her out of the situation, and yeah, she finally reached back home safely.
Like, what do you, like, you might speak to your employees as well who stay in Kashmir. What is the common perspective? What is the general consensus over there? Like,
they all feel, I mean, general consensus in the sense?
In the sense of security, like
Kashmir is safe and secure.
Has things changed after the Article 370 was abolished?
Lot. Okay. Have you been after that?
No, I haven't.
A lot, I would say. In fact, for me, at least before also it was okay, but after that I visited and I could drink a cup of coffee sitting in a KFC. I mean, you want such kind of even people in Kashmir want such kind of development. So after 370, definitely I could feel that okay, now I was roaming quite comfortably, I would say, compared to previously, because whenever I went previously, I always went under some kind of secured arrangement.
Okay.
Yes.
So now it's like you can completely roam around and feel
easy.
free.
Yeah. Actually, terrorists wanted to disturb that only. That's why they did Pahalgam.
Right. Have you spoken to any of the families, the victims?
No, I have not.
You have not. Like as you mentioned in Northeast also, like you have your presence over there. Is it in states like Mizoram where Manipur where there is insecurity?
Yeah, we have one of the officers representing us there in Manipur. Now, I mean, we don't get a lot of input, but when it started early, the entire internet of the Manipur was shut down. Yeah, so that created a lot of problem. Many of the civilian flyers, it was very difficult for them to fly, and in fact, the flying was the only option to come out of.
Right. Because the roads were completely blocked over.
Yes.
Right. So thank you for giving us your time.
Thank you too.
I hope all your RTIs are you get the response very soon, and all our issues are solved as soon as the elections are over and we get our mayors, and also your the person you are willing to back, he comes victorious and he solves all the issues.
I want you to also be coming, maybe. I mean, people like you need to come up.
Sure.
And
we
do
will
something good for Pune.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for giving us your time. We'll meet in the next episode with another person who will share his thoughts with us, and will completely enlighten us in the next episode. Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Thank you, sir.